welcome back. This time I'm going to pass on my memories of my second ever diesel locomotive and all the memories around her arrival, and of course you'll get to see her in action. I suspect the thumbnail has given you clue enough, so here she is, D1738 Class 47 by Hornby, released back in 1974 or 75. In fact, for just 2 years, catalogue number R863, equipped with the Fleischmann copy ring-filled motor bogie, considered to be superior to those that came after. I received D1738 for my birthday in 1979, and even now I recall the wonder of my first ever seeing her, that dark shiny green livery with silver adornments and lighter green mid-height band, perhaps the best ever livery for Class 47s, certainly for the models, making her look so sleek. Here's some photos of my old layout. Can you spot her? Now, Dad used to keep birthday gifts hidden in his wardrobe inside his old Air Force cap. You're seeing a picture here now of him wearing it in 2014. I'd accidentally stumbled upon it but didn't want to ruin the surprise, so somehow managed not to look at it. As you can see, she still runs well, partnered up with 4 Lima Mark 1s, also for long ago, 1980 I think. They run beautifully and I think they are superb models. D1738 was always rostered for my heavy or express trains, as she's a really strong puller with her 4 traction tired fitted wheels and front set used as extra pickups. These models have a metal chassis, so are already heavy, but Dad later filled her battery box with lead, so she could literally pull a house down. D1738 was delivered new in 1964 and immediately allocated to Cardiff Canton 86A shed. She became 47145 and was scrapped in 2009. Anyway, just after Christmas this year, 2026, I saw a Facebook sale of a Class 47 looking very much like my beloved D1738, but this time the loco's number was D1520 and the asking price all in was £30. Assured that she was a runner, I eagerly awaited her arrival. Her catalogue number is R060. D1520 was again a Hornby model in that so beautiful livery, produced for just 1 year in 1976, fitted with the same excellent motor bogie and, other than the number, identical to my D1738. However, the model was barely a runner. The motor bogie was gummed up and had to be fully stripped down. You're seeing the pictures of the effort now. The muck I got off was amazing, and it had to go through a full IPA bath. As expected, I got the motor bogie running very sweetly and reassembled the loco, only to discover that it could hardly move. After much checking, I discovered that the trailing bogie, which is the only pickup for this loco, was not sitting properly on the rails. See this video clip now. Almost as if the chassis was twisted. Luckily, that was not the case, but try as I might, I could not get all 6 wheels to sit on the rails. Eventually, I swapped the motor bogie and trailing bogie around, and bingo, perfect. But only for a while. soon the same problem returned. Yet more painstaking examination discovered it was when the weight of the chassis was put on the bogie pivot points, it tended to lift one side. Through trial and error, I found that adding a copper shim onto the bogie pivot on the one side kept all wheels mostly in contact. So this is how she is now. Here she is running with a nice mid-60s freight train. D1520 was new in 1963 and allocated to Finsbury Park 34G, London. She'd become 47421 and was scrapped in 1997. Now I have two of one of the most attractive models yet produced, and amazingly they are plus 50 years old. As I said, D1738 has traction tyres on four wheels of the motor bogie, leaving the front pair with extra pickups. Whereas despite only being a year later, D1520 has tyres on all six wheels of the motor bogie and is totally reliant therefore on the trailing bogie for pickup. The headcodes are illuminated, and this makes the 1V03 stand out even more. So what was the 1V03 train, you ask? Well, I've looked into that for you. So the 1 means an express passenger train, newspaper, breakdown train, snowplow or light engine proceeding to assist a disabled train. The V means that it's a train heading for the western region, and the 3 means it's the third train of the day. In fact, 1V03 in the mid to late 60s was the head code for the 0910 Newcastle to Paignton Express, a cross-country trek that bridged the north east and south west. I even found a timetable entry for it. Depart Newcastle at 9:10, York 10:35, Sheffield Midland 11:35, Derby at 12:20, Birmingham New Street at 13:15, where the loco was likely changed over for a fresh one. Then we had Bristol Temple Meads at 15:10, Exeter St David's at 16:45 and arrival at Paignton at 17:30. Some of the real sounds you're hearing come from a big tape archive I've been given by Andrew Yates, so big thanks go to him. Hope you enjoyed that. Cheers for now. remember, if you like it, hype it.